Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is my review of Star Wars Rebels Mission Series Sabine Wren in 4 minutes or less. From the hit Disney animated series Star Wars Rebels, set between the events of the prequels and the original trilogy, Sabine Wren is a weapons expert / artist sporting Boba Fett-style armor, a career path which makes me wonder, why didn't I think of that? She's one of 6 core Rebel characters referenced in the title, 2 of which, of whom? Are female, which means Star Wars Rebels has 200% more female leads than the original Star Wars trilogy, but that kind of modern progressive thinking comes at a cost, as Star Wars Rebels also features 50% fewer comic relief droids. On the show, Sabine is known for her creativity across a spectrum of activities including fashion, public art, and guerrilla-style warfare tactics. At any given time, she's either arming paint bombs to redeco the bland monochromatic Imperial TIE fighters, or actual bombs to blow those same TIE fighters and their pilots into a million pieces. Worth mentioning is that Rebels doesn't pull punches when it comes to the harsh realities of shooting each other with lasers and space bombs. Let's face it, you can't have a Star War if everything is set to stun, and a lot of stormtroopers get killed on this show by Sabine and her crew in the name of freedom. Packaging for Sabine is the same as the rest of the Saga Legends and Mission Series line, with what looks like a zombie stormtrooper helmet looming in the background and character cutouts on the front. Sabine is packed with a stormtrooper to help build a body count once you have purchased the rest of the figures in the set. If you buy every figure released in the Rebels line, you're going to end up with at least 1 Stormtrooper Commander packed with Hera and 4 regular Stormtroopers, a single carded, and then 3 additional packed with Sabine, Zeb, and the previously mentioned doomed TIE Fighter pilot. Sabine continues the styling and articulation of the Saga Legends and Mission Series line, which means that Sabine has the requisite 5 points of articulation, which is a huge drawback for a lot of collectors. That said, this line isn't designed with those collectors in mind. What it is designed for is 2 things that toy companies would like to get back to re-engage their younger action figure audience, and that is 1, affordability, and 2, simplicity. The figure market of the last 10 years has put a high priority on articulation, accessories, and detailed sculpting and paint applications, but those come at a ridiculously high cost in some cases. There's nothing wrong with that, and there will always be a market for figures that come with 3 interchangeable heads, 4 sets of hands, and 6 weapons, but there's a much bigger market for a $5 figure with 1 gun. Each of the figures in the Saga Legends and Mission Series line is packed with a single accessory, except for Sabine, since both of her pistols are included. The trade-off here is that her helmet is not removable, which is incredibly disappointing. Yes, generally a character like Boba Fett is cooler when their identity is concealed. The anonymity deepens the mystery, but Sabine is one of the good guys. She's someone we know, someone we like, and someone who has really cool rainbow-colored hair. She has 2 sides to her, artist and weapons expert, and it's a shame that they couldn't both be incorporated into this figure. Same goes for paint application. While I appreciate the nostalgic feel of a simpler, less articulated figure, Sabine, beyond all the other characters in the line, suffers greatly from a lack of paint applications. She's supposed to be covered in brilliant blue, yellow, and orange paint splotches, checker pattern, and iconography drawn on her armor that tell her life story at a glance, and to not be able to incorporate those elements on this figure, again, detracts from who she really is. If you can find her in a regular retail location, you're going to pay between $10 and $15 for the 2-pack. If you're stuck purchasing her from an online reseller, nobody said scalper, expect to pay upwards of $25. If you're all about articulation and paint apps or just can't get into the cartoon, then this is an easy pass. But if you're already loving the simplicity and nostalgic feel of the Saga Legends and Mission Series line, or you just love the characters and concept behind the cartoon, then this is a must-have. So if you see it, buy it. And if you see 2, leave 1 for the next collector.